we can have an extended words. Yeah. Welcome everybody to episode number 6. What? There's been 6 whole weeks of having a Midnight Mumble podcast edition. Holy cow. I didn't think this would continue on for so long. I figured, after a while it'd be like, meh, 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 meh. But I have proven something. That apparently everybody enjoys seeing my face. So when I do get a webcam, then these podcasts will be visually enhanced by my glorious face of expressions. Blah! Made a face right there and you didn't get to see it. Aww. Yeah, everybody, hello, 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 hello. Thank you for the people last week who voted. Unfortunately, it's a tie between 3 of the animes. So we've got a vote for Wild Arms, we've got a vote for Heat Guy J, and we've got a vote for oh my goodness, what was the other one? There was another one. Maybe Night Hunters? I don't remember. I don't remember if that was me or not. Let me click on the little poll results. Pumpkin Scissors. There was a vote for Pumpkin Scissors. So School Rumble is out. Nobody wants to see that. And Night Hunters was one that I did to see the results because I was on mobile and didn't see the results button. So that doesn't count. But 3 animes were picked and nobody did a tie. So I don't know what to do. I think what I'll do is I'll go alphabetically. So the first one that I will watch is Heat Guy J. So hopefully throughout the next week coming up, going through, I will be able to have time to watch it. Hopefully, fingers crossed. At the very least, I will try to watch the first disc, which I have right here. If you can hear that. It's me rattling it. The disc is a little loose, so it's going ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But it's got 4 episodes on it, so I will try to at least watch that. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And last week I did upload the Tag and Tubers video, so if you guys haven't checked that out, I will put the link down in the description, or you can look over to the side. It's probably somewhere over there in the suggested videos. It should be like on the top or something. I don't know. But yeah, it's that, and I managed to get it done, and it only looks partially awful, so yay! I need a webcam. Need a webcam and a studio for awesome background, because if I was doing the webcam right now, you would be seeing nothing but the kitchen sink and the fridge and the dishes that I have washed. Yep. All the cool stuff. Echo, echo. Yeah, because sometimes it echoes and sometimes it doesn't. I don't understand. But it's fairly quiet because I turned off the fans for a second, so I'm going to be boiling hot here by the time it finishes. It's funny though because it's cold with the fans on, but it's warm with them off, so it's like there's no in between. There's no problem solving middleman to fix my problems of woes. Meh, so sad. But I'll deal with it. I will deal with it. Alright, so we have some questions to answer. And I will start with the ones that were oldest and then go to the newest, which I think it's ordered it that way. We'll see. But our first questions come from the wonderful DM Friend 26, Dylan. Yay. You still haven't responded to my Facebook. I'm never gonna have a co-host. I'm kidding. Eventually it'll happen. People be busy. I'm busy. I do this on Sunday, like a couple of hours before I stream, which usually runs through the time that this goes up. So schedule mode from YouTube is amazing. Yeah. But let's skim. Dylan voted for Wild Arms. So yeah, I'm curious about it too. It's intriguing enough. I forgot to put links from MyAnimeList ups. But his question is, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what 3 characters from video games would be in your zombie kick butt army? Well, first we would have the wonderful Princess Zelda, because why not? And then we're going to cause chaos and add Sephiroth, because his sword is amazing. And then lastly, why not pick Luigi, because he will death stare the zombies out of their little brainy minds. So that'll be my 3 random video game characters. We got Link, we got Sephiroth, and we've got Luigi. So why not? Why not? A very peculiar combination of all the peoples. Next question is, do you like waffles? Yes. Do you like pancakes more than waffles? Do you like French toast? Actually, not as much as the other two, but can't wait to get a mouthful. Waffles! Ah, I knew where you're going with that. Let's see. Oh, I did not look this up, but what is the newest anime DVD or Blu-ray you own, as in the year it was released in English? That, I believe the newest one I own is the Trigun Badlands Rumble movie. I got that on Blu-ray, so we are counting Blu-ray and DVDs, so yeah. So that would, I believe that is the newest anime that I own, and I have not watched it because I haven't finished Trigun. Oops. I have no time to finish all these animes that I've got stacking up on my shelf. It's kind of annoying. It's like, I want to watch them, but if I watch them, then I will never sleep ever again. This is not a downside, is it? May have to think harder on this possibility. Sleep or watch anime? I'll probably go with sleep. I love sleep, but, you know, animes are fun too, but those are good to watch whenever you're, like, eating lunch and stuff, so I probably should have been watching something while I was eating lunch, but I was going through my Steam library and downloading all the games for my stream tonight, so, because I'm like, I want to play everything that's not installed, so I'm going to install them now. I'll just put that there. Yay. So that was all the questions that Dylan left. Arcade Android returns again as well with some questions. Actually, just two. Question number 1. Do you have a favorite opening ending song from an anime? Yes, I do. Opening song for a while was from Witch Hunter Robin, and the other one was from Gundam Seed, which the Gundam Seed one was so good that I ended up looking up the guy who does the music, and he does quite a few of the other Gundam openings too. It's TM Revolution. And then I found his CDs, and I'm like, well, I'm totally buying this. So I think that one wins top notch. Ending song. There was an ending song that I really liked, but at the moment I cannot think of it because it's been so long since I've seen that anime. So there went that. What is your favorite version of Batman out of any movie, cartoon, comic, video game, etc.? Oh, that is a very difficult decision. But I'm going to have to go with Frank Miller's Batman from the, oh my goodness, it's on my shelf, but it's dark, so I can't see what it is. I've got the soundtrack, so. But no, Frank Miller's Batman from his series is just absolutely amazing. Let me see if I can't find it. Soundtrack. The Dark Knight Returns. That's what it is. I should have known that, but I didn't. But I love the graphic novel, and I love the animated version, which people didn't like for some reason. I'm like, well, it follows through with it. The only thing that I didn't like is it didn't have the internal thoughts of Batman that was included in the graphic novels. So I definitely recommend you either watch one of them first and then you read, or you read it and then you watch it, or you do them both at the same time and make everybody go, "Whoa!" Because that'll happen, right? Totally. But I would have to say that is my favorite one, because I found myself going through that graphic novel after reading it for the first time, and I'm just like, this is so good. This is so good. This is so good. And I found myself wanting to rewatch the DVD, Blu-ray? The Blu-ray. I got the Blu-ray. I've found myself wanting to watch the Blu-ray, because I've got part 1 and part 2. I don't have the deluxe. I've got part 1 and part 2, so it's like, I have to decide which part I want to watch. Both of them. Okay. It's just, I love it. And the Joker in that one is pretty good too. But if I was going for both Batman and Joker, it would have to be Batman the Animated Series. Because, you know, Mark Hamill is the Joker. And I can't think of the guy who does Batman. I believe it's Kevin Conroy. I think. Could not be. I don't know. But I really like that one too. That one's like my very close, like 1.5 favorite. It's number 1.5. It's not number 2. It's 1.5. So yeah. And of course the Arkham games. Those are really good. So, but there's just so much. But I'd have to say those two are my favorite. The Dark Knight Returns and Batman the Animated Series. So that's my answer. Alright, so next up is from QT! Although I will have to say thanks Lazy Gamer Nix for hoping that I feel better. I do feel better this week, thank goodness. Somehow, some way, I avoided a headache today. I don't know how. I have no idea how I managed that, because I woke up really late. Because I stayed up until like 5 o'clock last night. Talking to one of my video game friends. So it's like, because I just had an awful week last week. It's just, ugh. What could have happened almost did happen. I mean, it's not as bad as it could have been, but for a week long of awful, it was pretty spot on for like nuisances that just grate at you just bit by bit, irritating you, but not, you know, overlay making your weeks the worst week of your life, just, you know, the worst week of the month, of half the year, of the year. It's very close to do it. So I'm just glad that's over. And this week is starting off great because I don't have a headache. I just woke up really late because I went to bed really late. So it kind of coincides. So typical. But no headache. And that's amazing. I hope I didn't just jinx myself. That would have been awful. I probably just did. Dang it. Alright, so on to QT's question, which is funny because you mentioned that you were looking for the anime name for Night Hunters. I will mention this. There are 2 of them. I think one is the regular and then the other one is the OVA or something. I've got both, if I recall correctly. I didn't go check, but I'm pretty sure I've got both. But the Night Hunters one, it has German under it, which is, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'll probably botch it something awful. But I'm pretty sure it's like the German of Night Hunters. So just, you know, in case you're looking for it. If it was visual, I'd be holding it up right now and be like, this is what it looks like. This is what you should look for. But yeah, I got the individual DVDs, so that's cool. Most of the stuff I've got is the individual DVDs because I find them super cheap at Half Price Books, or I got them on sale at GameStop when they still had DVDs, and they were like, oh, we're getting rid of all of our stuff. It's like 3 buy 2 get 5 free, blah, blah, blah. So that's where I got most of my stuff. I'm such a frugal person, but you wouldn't think that because there's so much stuff. So much stuff. Alright, but questions. The questions. You mentioned writing horror before, so I ask, have you ever thought of partnering up with someone, like he or she would do the scary bits while you pull focus on characters and setting? That's an interesting thought. But no, because I don't know. It's amazing how people can have partners and they write, and you can't quite tell where one of them starts and one of them finishes. It's kind of like it blends in like a braid of hair, kind of. You know, one strand is the one and then the other strand is the other, and it just kind of, it goes really well. It always amazes me. And I like the ones where it's like they use a pseudonym so you don't know it's more than one person who's actually writing it until you read like the little biography, and then you're like, whoa, it's 2 people who wrote this book. That's so cool. I have thought of that, but I don't know. I probably won't, just because in spite of not liking the scary bits, I'm apparently decent at it. I don't know. It's hard to explain without having something to visually let you guys read and know that I'm not just going, oh yeah, I do really well with it. I just scare myself. That's how well I write. Ho ho ho. Because I've been told this by people, so it's like, okay. But I don't know. I've got such a vivid imagination, and I would probably have to read or be aware of the scary parts in order to continue on with my section of the story. So it technically wouldn't matter, because even when people tell me like scary stories and stuff, the little bit of paranoia in the back of my mind is like, oh, this could totally happen to you. So now I'm going to freak you out whenever you hear creaks and groans and noises in the middle of the night. That's just your old house. So that's probably why I haven't bothered. That, and you have to find somebody who won't irritate the living life out of you. So, next part is also, what do you think about circles like Clamp? Would you join or start one if it meant you could put out more content easily to entertain folk? I'm assuming you're referring to like partner groups, sort of. I've thought about joining one for like YouTube and Twitch so that I could better and more easily do something like that, like be able to get paid to do this so I have more time for it, I can put more effort into it, I can get higher quality stuff for it. But right now I think I'd like to keep this as a hobby until something strikes up and it's like, well, I could do this as a hobby and also make money off of it. I don't know. Because then it makes it sound like I'm only in it for the money, but I'm not. I'd like to get paid. That way I can do more, make it more professional, and you guys can enjoy better, higher quality content. Like right now, I would love to have a webcam. I would love to have a cool backdrop. Not even green screen. Fully on green screen. I don't want green screen. Maybe for like certain video games, I'd do a green screen while live streaming, but I like being able to see a person on their webcam and see the cool stuff in their background. Because if they do it right, they have like a shelf or they have posters or it's something that strikes up like their personality. And I like that. The ones who do the green screen, I don't know. It looks really professional and really slick because then all you see is them and maybe like their logo behind them or whatever. So it's cool when people do that, but I also like the ones where it's like, hey, this is me, this is where I live, this is what's behind me while I talk to you. So it's kind of like a conversation that you're having with them. You're actually kind of sort of there looking at them, seeing what's behind them. And I don't know, I really like it. And I also like to show off all the stuff that I have. Because it's just really cool. Because I spent all this time on a little hobby. I spent all this money on a little hobby. And I like sharing it. I like showing it off. It's just how I am. I'm a collector. I like showing stuff off that I have. It's just one of those things that I've always enjoyed. So yeah, that is actually all of the questions that you guys left. And I wish I could say for certain which one had won the little poll of you guys get to vote, but only a handful of my wonderful viewers watch these, so, you know, I don't expect, you know, tons of votes from 1,000 plus subscribers, which I'm really grateful for. And it's crazy because I have 1,000 somewhat subscribers on this channel, and then my other channel just broke 100, and I'm still excited for the 100 that it broke through, even though I've already surpassed that 10 times on this channel. I don't know. It's just, it's fun. It's fun and it's exciting because people over there, they're like, yeah, I like you enough to bother to subscribe. And it's like, I wish I had more time to be able to professionally and better have time for it and stuff, but I don't, so I just do and deal with what I can. Hence why I like the streams. It's just like 4 or 5 hours out of my time and I get to chat with everybody who shows up. So it's cool. It's cool, it's fun, I really like it. And after last week of work, it's so much better. Which is why I enjoy doing it. Because there's always going to be the trolls, but I've dealt with them here plenty of times. So it's like, whatever. You're just trying to get a reaction out of me, and I don't care. So you're just, you know, go somewhere else where somebody will actually react to you. Because I'm not going to. You're not worth my time. You're not worth my effort. Where at work, if somebody does that to me, I have to actually deal with it, and it's not fun at all. But such is life. Such is the wonderfulness that is being an adult. Yay. But thanks, guys, for listening to me ramble. I know most of you enjoy this. That's why you watch. That's why you give it a like. So thank you so much, everybody, for stopping by. And I don't have much to talk about this week because I didn't watch any animes or anything. I didn't have time to. So hopefully next week I will have something to talk about other than your questions. So yeah, if you guys have any topics, suggestions, comments, questions, leave them in the comment section below. I do read all of them, just so you guys know, as is evident by the fact that I talk about it on here. And I read them when I can during the whole week. Sometimes I don't have time, sometimes I do. It just depends on that week. But yeah, thanks guys for watching, for listening. And I will see you all next week.